Death Watch.
We
found a halfling.
Yeah, and we talked to him, and he was very injured. So Fenrith tried to heal him, and then Rohan suggested that we go out and scout the area immediately around us to, in case there's enemies or whatnot. So we do that. We all heard something down various parts of the tunnel. We come back to the cabin. We begin to discuss what to do, and we figure we're just going to risk it. We go in and we start bedding down for the night, and then I believe it was first watch.
Yeah.
Didn't he? I think that's later. Never mind. Keep going.
I believe it was Fenrith and Rohan were first watch, or was it
No,
Rohan?
It was Graham and
Me and Graham.
Yeah, Graham and Fenrith. They hear something. The dog barks a soul-piercing bark that makes you want to kill the animal.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important because we did not kill the animal, and that wakes us all up.
Rights.
And then a fight ensues, and then we come out victorious, and then the halfling woke up.
There were some goblins and a bugbear, which is the first time you've ever seen anything like that. It was like 7 feet tall, and Casimir entangled it in his net, and then eventually it was killed. The dog took a lot of damage, got wounded really badly, but you healed it a little, and then the halfling woke up and said, "What's going on?"
Hey, you forgot my marksmanship shot to the back of the fleeing goblin.
That's true, you did. When he was fleeing, you took him out. It was a wonderful shot.
I got it right there for you.
Okay.
What do you do? So the halfling, he, because you've been healing him, so he sits up and he's bleary-eyed because he's been sleeping. He's like, "What's going on?" And he quickly sees the dead bugbear and the goblins in the broken window and the scorch marks from the lantern that got thrown through the window. So he jumps out of bed and starts putting his clothes on.
Did we nakify him?
What's that?
I thought we just laid him down in his armor.
Well, I'm sure he shimmied out of him. That's what he had to do.
He had to do some heal checks too because of the arrow wounds. I think
A little suspicious of some of your healing methods.
Hey, he's living, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So I'll take the time to explain the events of the earlier night. That we had brought him inside after he passed out. We were resting up and we were attacked.
Sorry.
He says, "I remember that one," and he points at the bugbear and says, "That is Muggug, and he's been chasing me for a week."
So he's the reason why you're down here?
No, but he's been chasing me for a week, and he's the reason why I'm in the condition you found me in. I thank you for killing him for me.
Are there more of them or just
There are many more.
many more? Are they the ones that destroyed your village?
No, they work for the one who did. A man named Zen Vex, and I chased him to this world. But
He's
then I
still a little
lost
out of
him.
it.
So you're obviously a hero of legend like we are. What happened to the rest of your companions?
They were turned to stone.
How does that happen?
I don't know. One night we were having a festival, and then we get attacked by goblins, and we thought we had fought them all off, but then a man appears, and he casts some spell, and through luck or the will of the gods, it had no effect on me, but my companions were turned to stone. They sit now in my village as statues, as though they'd been there for 100 years.
Does anybody have a map?
No, I've been
You've been mapping?
making a map as we go along, but...
Can I see your map?
Yeah.
I'm going to show him the map that Rohan has made so far and point out our village and ask him where his is, as if it's close to our area.
Oh, okay. Well, he says my village isn't on this map because my village isn't on this world. Surely you know the fable of the heroes. You should be able to recite it.
So
How did you even earn those medallions if you don't know the fable of the heroes?
How did you get to our world then?
Well,
What device did you use?
the pedestal. Are you four really heroes?
Of course.
Or did you find these weapons and medallions?
Of course we're heroes, and I can recite the legend for you. A murder of ravens came and carried off all the lands except when they were carrying off our land. A cat, the cat hasn't, swiped down and destroyed the murder, and our island fell back into the sea, and there we remained ever since. And we've rise up heroes every generation to protect us.
Right, but that's not the end of it. The parts of the world that got carried away before the cat saved yours, they got carried to in the four directions, which is completely different worlds. They're closed off from each other. But each one has a pedestal. And through that pedestal, if you have the proper relics, you can travel to the others. That's what I've done. Even though it's forbidden, I've come here chasing the man who turned my fellow heroes to stone, and to stop him from whatever dastardly deeds he has planned.
Does the pedestal have a big warrior on it? A big stone warrior?
Oh, no.
No.
No. It's just the pedestal.
So where is this pedestal?
I don't know where it is on this world.
Do you know a way out of these tunnels?
No. But I do know that Zenvex is looking for the pedestal on your world, and I don't know why, but I know that's what he's looking for. But we must stop him.
Is he down here too?
I haven't seen him.
What does he look like?
He describes in perfect detail the human that you guys saw.
That threw us off the big tree bridge?
Yeah. And he even calls him a human, which
We don't understand.
you know what it means. It's just another mythical, ancient race that in the stories that no one's ever seen before.
We found boats on our beaches. Like, where does the pedestal put you down? Was it on the island, or are they building these to go out into the sea?
Well, I don't know about boats. When I used the pedestal, I appeared in these caves, these tunnels.
Right? We did find boats, right? Like
Yeah.
long boats that weren't...
Yeah, we
Okay,
did.
trying to remember if I misremembered
The pedestal doesn't take you to the pedestal.
something. It just...
Just
drops
takes you
in
to the world.
Well, we should probably try and find our way out of here, because if he's the one that cast us off the bridge, that means that he's on the other side of the river with our village.
No, it was on the side we were crossing to. That
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. But for the most part, we
know
still...
that he's out there.
Yeah, but for the most part, we still have that mark on the map that we found on the goblins
Yeah.
to head to. I mean, that really hasn't changed, because they probably think it's where the pedestal is.
Either that or that's where they came in at. That's where their main
Maybe.
camp is.
Yeah.
well,
How much of the caverns have you explored here?
Well, I don't know that explored is the best word, as I've been lost.
Do you have a rough idea of how long you've been down here?
It's got to be weeks. But I haven't seen the sun.
Well,
I'm almost out of supplies.
We used to mine these tunnels. I'm sure there's got to be a way out.
did we?
is this the mine that we...
I thought that
No.
this was one of our mines,
This is
wasn't
a
it?
totally...
I figure our minds would be closer to Cradle.
They were, and then a totally different direction.
Yeah.
These aren't those ones.
Well, somebody was mining these tunnels, though.
Well, I say we just start walking, heading upwards, hopefully, and try to
Let's
find the
finish
surface.
resting here for the night. Because only he's slept. I mean,
Yeah.
And it wasn't enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to try and continue on for right now? 'Cause
No.
I can tell you that I'm pretty exhausted.
Resting would probably be a good idea.
Yeah. Graham?
I'm already starting my bedtime routine.
Alright, so Benrith and Graham had the first watch, so Casimir, you and me for the next part?
Do we make it through all our allotted time?
I don't know.
Well, essentially, like, if he wants to regain his spells, you guys are probably going to have to essentially start over on rest.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're
We
first
were already
watch, yeah.
awake, yeah.
So, like, I'd need to start over on rest, essentially.
So we'd have to start, 8 hours from now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although we have no idea whether it's day or night anymore, so...
Was anybody injured in that fight?
I think you want to look at... I think
1 hit point.
Yeah. I think the
I'll
dog
take
got
care of that.
messed up mostly.
Yeah, I'm at 18 of 22, but I'll gain 3 of that back just through resting tonight.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
completely out of spells.
I'll do your last one,
Okay.
and then use Cure Light Wounds for myself. Puts me back up to full.
Right, so this Valster was his name.
That happened?
Yeah, Valster Vindall. He asks if he can have some of your arrows because he's almost out. He says, I've only got 3 arrows.
I don't know if my arrows would fit you, and I've only got 16 left myself.
So no.
I can give you, say, 4 or 5, but
If we can make it back to our donkey.
yeah, if we can make it back to our pack,
Got a
I
lot
have another 80 on that.
Do any of you guys have a
60.
torch that I can have?
I'll give him one of mine.
Thank you. Has anybody got any rations?
Yeah, I'll give him some of mine too.
Thank you.
If you want, like, my weapon's one-handed, so I could hold the torch for all of us, essentially. Or a torch, anyways.
What was his name?
Valster Vindall. And he describes himself as a halfling.
So you were saying when you were resting, you kept saying Vex over and over again. Was that in reference to the Zen Vex?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the man I've been chasing.
Falster?
Yeah. If he can turn my companions to stone, then he must be able to reverse the spell.
And Vex was the bad guy's name?
Yeah. Zen Vex.
Zen Vex.
Zen Vex.
All right, so you guys are going to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're starting our watch over,
Okay.
Fenrith and I.
You and Fenrith? All right.
Do we have our elf meditation, or is that not a thing?
Yeah, you do.
We do?
You do now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we seem oddly energetic.
Well, no, it was like the second or third
Okay.
game session. It had to do with when your weapons were vibrating.
Okay. So over time, we haven't really realized it, but we've actually stopped sleeping
Yeah.
We only need 2 hours?
for.
4. Okay.
And then it's not sleep, it's meditation. And then we still need the other 4 to prepare spells and stuff like that.
I'm going to prepare set 4, Brandon.
Okay.
What do you want to do on our watch, Fenrith?
That depends. Does Valster still, does he stay awake?
Yeah, he has. He and his dog are dragging the goblins away from the house and tossing them off the edge and onto the ramp.
We should probably search those goblins and see if they have anything useful. So I'll stop Valster from doing that. And remember that last time we had killed a group of goblins, we had found.
Oh, it's too late to stop him.
They're all gone.
Well, you can just go down.
What about the
ramp.
bugbear? Is that still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
I'll search the bugbear.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully they have some edible food this time.
I would not eat
Yeah.
anything found in.
Depends on if it looks good.
You have a hardier constitution than I do, Ron.
We'll find out.
You don't find anything of note on any of them. You do see that he gathered up a bunch of arrows from their short bows, so it gives you yours back. And then the bugbear has a giant morning star. But then they just have like a sack of worms and moldy bread and
Marbles.
dice,
stuff like that.
things like that.
Okay.
Nothing
I
of
did want
any
to see if I could retrieve my javelins.
value. Okay.
Chuck 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was the other thing I wanted to see if
Trying to
those-
find them.
Do
What
those
was
have
the
the
rule
same
on,
break chance as arrows?
I think so. I can't
I
remember.
believe it was a
That'd be
percentage.
really, it's really
the-
Yeah, you get one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, can I see if I can get any of my arrows back unbroken?
Right.
I think they're still pretty cheap, though.
we have no money.
It's true.
For what?
Javelins, no money for javelins.
Oh. Well, I mean, if we get back to the village, I'm sure that you can just get some.
Chris, do you remember where that was
For what?
for retrieving arrows?
No.
Was it in the players?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's like 50% chance on anything shot, I think.
There might have been a search check in this edition. I can't remember. But 5th was for sure straight, just 50% recovered.
Yeah, I think the wording in 3.5 is something along the lines of for any arrow shot, there's just a 50% chance of recovery or something.
Maybe it's in the equipment section.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they can go on search and whatever while I try and figure this out.
Well, Fenrith, it gets a little boring on these watches.
I believe I still have a deck of cards.
Okay, I'll play you.
Okay. So,
What kind of game do we play? We got a world build. Cat something.
Cats and, oh, I was going to say cats and crows, but
Like it, but it's ravens, isn't it?
yeah,
yeah.
we'd go with it anyway. Crow
Yeah.
and raven, same
Yeah.
family.
Cats and crows.
Simulate high cards.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, like is it a poker, like charisma based, like a charisma intelligence based
Oh, wait,
game?
it's bluffing.
Yeah,
do,
or is it
kind of like
or is it
more of a skill based?
yeah, so like you got your intelligence one versus your charisma based ones, or maybe luck based, which
Well, I think it'd have both aspects. Let's say like poker, in a sense where if you know what cards are out, you can kind of make predictions on hands around the table.
Okay.
And then charisma in the sense that you can
bluff.
bluff.
All right, so I want 2 rolls from you guys. One is charisma and the other is intelligence.
Okay.
This will be charisma. 13.
8.
All right, so you know if he's bluffing or not.
Okay. And this is intelligence.
Ooh.
5.
11.
But you're oddly strategic, so
I can count
You guys are
cards.
playing a card game?
Yeah.
Cats and
We're
crows.
doing what we do best, make random games out of dice rolls.
Right.
So what high to win?
It looks like nobody has an edge.
I think we'll just do a 50% chance, Justin.
In that case, what do you think?
Um,
Because I got the
so no-
intelligence.
How many did you
No
fire?
bad
shots,
yeah, like
7.
I'd say if you both, like if you rolled
Just get
high on
half of them.
both, you'd
So
get
three
like
back.
You wanna
maybe a
see that?
+2 total.
To whatever this is.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you
we
just want to call it +1/+1?
you're canceling each other out, so
Oh,
just
cancel.
1d6 high. Ooh,
It's close.
yeah, you know he's bluffing about something, but
Yeah.
you weren't sure what he was bluffing about, and he was actually had the high hand.
He's too honest to bluff.
Yeah, you thought he was just
Yeah.
an honest.
Okay, do listen.
19.
What about you, Graham?
I got a 12.
Okay.
Too busy celebrating your victory.
So you two are on watch, and you guys are sleeping. Okay. Well, the dog is sleeping very hard, recovering from its wounds. And Valster has gone back to sleep. He was watching you guys play the dice game for a bit, and then he just shook his head and went to sleep. And then you hear something, Fenrith. You hear a sound like a chain scraping on stone,
Okay. I'll
like the jingle and then a scrape
what direction is that coming from?
outside.
Can I tell from a direction from the left or the right?
Well,
Behind us.
from the north.
From the north, okay.
which is the direction that they attacked from. The
Okay.
one that that Rohan scouted.
So I'll toss my cards down and draw my sword again and tell Graham to wake the others.
That's why it's cats and crows and not cats and ravens, is naming the ravens bad luck. So we get
Like
around
that.
it.
All right, I'll go wake the others. I'll start with just the nearest sleeping shape, whoever that happens to be.
All right. It happens to be Rohan.
Okay.
Rohan, you wake up and you had reached that point in a person's sleep where waking up is the worst thing that could ever happen.
And you take 100 points of damage.
But you wake up to Graham shaking you.
Every night.
Which sort of blows your mind that he's on watch and he's waking
And
you
still
up.
awake.
But-
You fell asleep. Ronan. What are you doing?
I was supposed to fall.
okay, and then you move to
Oh, then I'll go on to Casimir.
okay, and that's Casimir. Graham shakes you awake.
Do you explain why you're waking me up?
I actually don't know why.
Okay, so I'm going to assume it's my watch and start getting ready.
Out of our meditation.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Which is kind of weird.
I think the only information I had was that Fenrith told me to wake you guys.
Okay. Must be our turn for a while.
yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
when you get up, you'll see
you
me
had
with
reached
my
that
sword
point
out.
in your trance, from
Okay.
which it's the worst thing ever to. Whatever.
What's that?
So when you get up, you'll see me with my sword out, as, listening, kind of ear cocked towards the north.
All right.
Yeah, that's notable to you because it's strictly against the rules to have weapons out in the house.
And listening to the north.
Um,
You listen to the
this
south
is-
or the east.
Did they break down the door when they attacked?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And the window,
Yeah.
which you could cover back up with a blanket. You could probably do the same with the door.
Do we want to try the same tactic as last time? All right. So I guess I'll get near the door and I'll drive my trident into the floor and ready my net
Okay.
by the door.
And I'll explain the sound that I had heard, that there was a chain rattling in the distance.
okay.
Could
do we
just
get a-
be the wind.
Seeing as how we're underground, I haven't noticed any wind.
someone want to step out with a torchlight, see if we can actually see what's coming at us?
Who wants to be bait?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll light a torch.
Everybody volunteers.
We all like being bait. Yeah, I have one. I'll go for it. I'll start sparking my flint and steel at the end of the torch.
When you guys were scouting, did you notice anything with the chain?
No. Lots of boot sounds when I went down that one tunnel, though.
And we heard snoring, which I kind of assumed with goblins sleeping.
I think in the future we might want to start being more proactive on when we attack instead of being set upon. Maybe it's time we start setting upon them when we hear them, see them.
Great recall of tactical training. I like it.
Okay. So you're going to go step outside?
Well, I'm lighting a torch.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm going to step outside.
Maybe wave it in the doorway?
Just look out there.
Okay. When you look out, you see about 6 separate points of light. They're clearly approaching torchlight. And then you all hear a loud, low blast from a horn.
So we saw 6 goblins?
No,
We saw
you
6 points
6
of light.
light.
Yes, 6 distinct points of light, although the light given off by them shows more shadows than that. So
I
just by a rough count, you see about a dozen or so approaching forms, 2 of which are much larger than the rest of them.
So I'll call to Fenrith and I'll point to the lights like a person might point to a small spot on the horizon. Look, lights, right? They're already out.
Is there another way out of this cabin that anybody's seen?
Not the cabin.
It's a death trap.
No.
Yeah, besides, it wouldn't much matter. We'd need the light, and they'd see that. Unless
What's our takeaway that they even have light, though?
The fact that we see light.
That they're carrying lights.
Yeah.
They have lights, yeah.
Well, the
But-
goblins had light too. They threw their lantern through our
Yeah.
window.
Yeah, but that they're going to see our light when we go, unless we want to try to go under complete shroud of darkness, which
I think we'll get caught too quickly.
I don't want to do that in these mines anyway.
Well, let's, I guess,
So you said
see what
you-
they have to say.
You heard
Well, the-
chains, right?
What's that?
You said you heard chains. Right?
Yeah, I heard chains moving was what alerted me.
Like, that was just you heard a jingle and scrape. That's what it reminded you of.
Yeah. So I didn't figure it to be an army.
Yeah. I wonder if we could extinguish our torches and just have them pass by, maybe.
I think they know that we're here.
Oh, they probably would not at this point, right?
Yeah, I think they're coming to us. Isn't that
Yeah.
what it seems?
Vindall seems to think so. He's already up on his dog. And he's gone outside to the edge to give himself some space to the edge of the...
Is there like any narrowing of the tunnel that they're coming down?
No, not the one they're coming down. Not to as far as you scouted it. There wasn't
Oh,
Do you
really
want to
any.
go back into the tunnel?
Well,
I
I
really
would,
don't want to, but
This place is a death trap, and if we go out there in a wide open space, 12 of them are going to tear us up, or about a dozen of them are going to tear us up.
And we definitely don't want to go down on the ramp because we don't want to have them being able to be above us.
We can't really flee, though, because we don't know
Yeah.
where to flee to.
And we had heard things, or rather, Casimir had heard things in the other direction.
I think it's best to take the chance right now.
But having our back to the wall does suck, but at least there are only 2 entrances here if we do
Yeah.
have to make a stand.
We could do something. This would be out of game mechanic wise. We could do something similar by putting our backs to a wall and just lining up the 4 of us. It would prevent the number of them able to attack us at once.
Right. Well, I mean, we also have the entryway.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, I hear
would-
the sound of fate rolling at us.
I would say if we have an opportunity to get away from this point, let's try to outrun them.
Initiative.
We're running into an unknown. I don't like that.
Casimir.
14.
Fenrith.
6.
Graham.
18.
Rohan.
7.
Okay. So anyway, they're moving pretty quick, and Valster, he's up on his dog, and he just shouts, focus fire on the big ones, and he darts ahead a little bit and shoots an arrow from his short bow into the darkness.
What if you guys let one in at a time and then otherwise block the doorway?
Well,
Can we really manage that?
we're more worried about the fire from last time. That's what makes us a death trap. But
And the half one's already out there.
yeah,
Charge.
pulling like a noob in Final Fantasy 11.
Although we could just leave him to die.
No, that's not right. We're good.
Yeah, he's a
He's the one
hero
that's
as well.
charged out there.
Technically, we're all the types of good that would say it's one hero dead is better than all of us dead. So we could then take Fenrith's idea and flee the opposite direction.
Cover our
See,
retreat.
when he said focus fire the big ones, what I actually heard was, I'll hold them off, you guys escape.
So you hear another loud curse, from one of the large shadows out there as his arrow thunks into him.
No,
And so where are you?
I was by the door.
And
Yes,
where
yeah.
are you?
Yeah, I was standing in the doorway with the
Okay.
torch.
And where are you?
I guess I'd be just inside the door.
And you?
I'm on the opposite side of the door.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, the idea was essentially to do what we did to the bugbear last time. Is
Right.
let him come in and
Okay. So, so Valster says, "Here they come," and none of you can really see, except for you, peeking around. You can see them charging towards the place.
Oh, you were outside the cabin, right?
No,
He was peeking.
he was
out.
peeking around. So you have Casimir, then me, the
But
doorway.
Graham, it's your turn.
Graham's in the middle.
Okay, so I can see what's charging out. Like I can make out the individual.
Yeah, you can see. There's a bunch of goblins and 2 bugbears.
Okay, so,
So,
I'll,
like, some of the goblins are carrying torches.
and about how far are they from me now?
Well, now they are 110 feet away.
It's a mighty throw. I'll go for it.
Wait till they
ready
get
a
closer.
A javelin and toss it.
Okay.
I think it's
Who?
what's the max range increments? Like 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do one of the
I
bug.
think it's less for a thrown weapon.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 4 range increments away.
Okay.
Was that -8?
Is it 2 or 1?
2.
2. Maybe I will wait.
I do offer the advice for my
Wait till they're
free
range.
action to wait until the big one comes in a little closer.
My blood's up, Fenrith.
Yeah, he's one of those archers that loose early,
Yeah.
get hit by their commanding officer.
But yeah, I try to like aim for one, but when I calculate the range increments in my mind, I decide to ready an action. So when they get within 30 feet, I'll throw that javelin. Brandon,
Okay.
that's my action.
You're going to ready? Okay.
Yeah, at one of the bugbears. Well, anything that gets within 30 feet.
Okay. Okay, then we got...
Were our weapons glowing when bugbears or when the goblins were around, or is it?
Do they even glow anymore
I don't know.
They haven't for a while.
since they turned
Since
to metal?
they... Yeah. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so... The goblins are much quicker than the bugbears, and so they dart ahead, waving their torches. They don't get to within 30 feet. They're about 60 feet away. And then your move, Casimir.
Unless someone wants to carry it out there, I'm gonna go out there. So I'm gonna put away my net and pick up my trident, and that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, so now they're all in a full charge, and they're cursing in their goblin language, waving torches. Rohan.
Has one of the bugbears gotten? Are either of them illuminated?
No.
No.
One of them you can now see has a arrow sticking out of its chest,
Okay.
but seems unperturbed.
Is the light that they're in give me any kind of negative modifiers to shooting at them?
No, you can see them just fine.
Okay.
Now they're about 60 feet away.
Okay. That's within range of my bow, so I'll take. Run low on arrows. I'll take a single shot at it.
At the one who's already got an arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
20
Hit.
for 4 points.
Okay. Yeah, so it curses and says some rude things that I shan't repeat.
But you
Speaking
do
in
understand them.
Yeah, if he's speaking in Goblin, then I know what he's saying,
Yeah.
and he'll pay for him.
It's something to do with your parentage. That's all I'll
Questionable lineage.
say. Yeah.
No one says that about my mama.
Fenrith.
So the goblins and the bugbears are about 60 feet.
Yeah, they're all spread out pretty much in a line now. They're running full speed towards you guys.
I'll heft my shield and go stand up beside Casimir,
Okay.
ready in action.
I'm still inside the
Oh, you are?
I had to
Okay,
pick
sorry.
up my trident and put away my net.
Yeah, it's just Graham and Rohan that are outside
I'll
now.
be out there soon.
Okay. Is there like a porch on this, or is it just
Yeah.
some stairs that go up?
There was a porch.
Porch. Okay, so yeah, I'll go. Are you guys on the porch or down the porch?
I'd be standing on the porch. Probably give me best vantage.
All right, I'll go down the steps and ready, shield and sword, stand in front of these two,
Okay.
and then ready in action for whatever gets close.
All right.
There's a feat that lets me fight with the net in one hand and whatever else in the other. Thinking about getting it. But it's like kind of stupid. It's
Okay. So Valster lets loose another arrow, and this one sticks right in its cheek. And it screams in rage and pain, but continues on. The rest of them, let's see, they continue their charge, putting one within 30 feet of you as he, and so go ahead, that triggers your ready to action.
All right, I'll check my javelin. 11.
Okay, that is a miss.
Do they seem to have any sort of like, what's the word? Are they just kind of charging blindly straight in, or are they focusing on anything?
Well, you can clearly see that the ones that are holding torches have angled towards the shack,
All
the
right.
cabin. But that's all that you can discern from the mass.
Okay.
And then you quickly realize that that's as they begin throwing their torches at it, at the shack. So 3 of them land on the roof, 1 on the porch, 1 well short and just lands on the stone, and another one fumbles it so badly that it lands on him. So
One of those where you throw it and it lands right behind you,
Yeah.
except since it's a torch, it just lands on his back.
Goes down his armor.
Casimir.
Oh, man.
All right, so we got some, like, within 30 feet.
Yeah,
All right.
they're pretty much all within 30 feet now.
I'll walk up to the nearest one and attack it.
Okay.
I'll -6 from my attack.
A goblin or a bugbear?
Ooh. I'd almost say take out the weak ones first, but
Okay. So a goblin.
yeah. 14.
That's a hit.
All right. 12.
12 damage.
Yeah, I'm wielding my trident two-handed.
Right. So you stab him all the way through to the handle, and it slumps over, dead.
That's my turn. I did the minus to add to my armor.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 2 goblins rush to attack you.
All right, so 18.
Okay. But you're too nimble. You dodge out of the way. There. Let's see.
Probably using the corpse of the goblin as a shield.
This bugbear that's got arrows sticking out of it charges Valster, but his swing goes wide. He's obviously in a rage and not being careful. The second bugbear charges you, Graham.
Would that trigger my ready to action?
Right.
Since I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Is there attack opportunity? Or, like, did it go past me?
What were you guys in a line?
I was out off the porch to get at the goblins that threw
Yeah,
torches.
then it would. Go ahead, Fenrith.
16.
That's a hit.
19.
Both hits.
8 damage.
5 damage.
Right. So, and it. This was the second bugbear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So it goes charging towards Graham and doesn't pay any attention to you guys. So you slash and stab him as he runs by. Graham, what's your AC?
13.
Can you take a ready to action and an attack of opportunity? Does he continue to move past me?
Yeah, but no.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
But he misses you. 18, you said?
13.
Oh, hit. You're dead.
So
You might
Set your
I
dodge.
didn't.
8 damage. Graham?
You may have flanking on.
No, I didn't. On this guy?
Yeah, if he walked, if he charged past
I'm behind him now.
Fenrith, then
What's your AC?
18.
So 2 of the goblins stop short and start slinging arrows. One of them hits you for 2 damage. And it's your turn.
All right. I'll step make sure I'm outside the reach of the bugbear that's attacking Graham,
Okay.
and quickly unleash 2 arrows at him. 20
Hit.
and
Nice.
19.
Both hits.
Nice. 6 for the first one, 2 for the second.
Okay. So, Graham, you see a couple arrows thunk into the one that hit you. Now he's bleeding profusely. The Fenrith.
I'll attack the one that's attacking Graham. 23. I get a +2, right?
If you want.
So 23.
Yeah.
I like that game master.
Yeah.
If you want it.
Yeah. You don't
6
have to
damage.
take it. Okay. So you just run him right through his back, through his heart, and he gives one final curse at your lineage and falls over dead.
Not that you'd know that.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't understand him, so...
Otherwise, you'd pronounce him dead.
Well, I imagine he said, good strike.
Can
and
you
then
do
died.
that without them? Like, could you
Yeah.
just pronounce them dead, and would they die? I think so.
Probably.
So you should roll your healing skill in place of damage.
There you go. It's a good idea.
Do that for anything larger than a goblin.
Okay.
You can kill.
Valster's dog dances back from the goblin, and he fires another arrow at that bugbear.
So you get a dancing dog bonus?
Yeah, twirling.
Yeah.
Dog bonus.
Does that mean he's just chasing his tail?
Well, he's dancing and like throws out a pad, break dance.
Oh, I thought I did
Salsa
like those
a little bit.
dancing dogs on the internet where they hop on their hind legs and.
That's
Three.
Act 3.
Oh, okay.
3 of the goblins who had thrown their torches onto the cabin turn and run back the way they came. Graham, your move.
Okay, so I have flanking on this one.
It's dead.
Oh,
It's
it's dead.
yeah.
Okay. So I'll ready my spear, and I will move to the nearest opponent, avoiding attacks of opportunity if I need to tumble to do so.
No, you don't need to. There are 2 that are attacking Casimir.
Okay, if I need to establish flanking, to tumble to do so, then I'll do that. I don't know.
You just really want to tumble.
No, I don't want to provoke an attack
No.
of opportunity.
No, you don't need to at all.
Okay, and I'll put my dodge on the enemy.
Okay.
Do you have a message that says set your dodge? Nice.
Need cue cards.
It's weird. My character sheet just says I'm a monster, so nice.
Okay.
I got a 20.
That's a hit.
I borrow somebody's D6. 9.
Okay. So you got your spear
Yeah.
and you sneak attacked it. Right. So why don't you describe for us how you slew this goblin?
Well, I ease right up next to him, and I take my spear out, and I just stab him in the back.
Nice.
No, like
Very graphic.
quick butt of the spear to like the back of their knee, and then
Right.
drive it down in through like where their neck meets their shoulder.
No, see what happened was I saw he was paying attention to you,
Ah, okay.
and that was my opportunity.
And then I stabbed him.
Casimir.
Stab him.
So I got one goblin left here.
You do have one attacking you.
Is there any other? Or was it we still have a bugbear? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that one is now turned its attention on Valster, along with 2 goblins.
Okay. So I guess I'll take care of the other goblin. Are both our goblins still alive here, Graham?
No, he's killed one.
All right.
There's one still attacking you.
So I'll trip the last one
Okay.
that's attacking me, and so that's a unarmed melee attack, and against your target. This provokes an attack opportunity. It doesn't in my case because I have improved trip. If I succeed, then we make an opposed strength or dex check.
Okay.
So I got 22.
Well, that's a hit.
All right. So for every size category smaller than me, he gets a -4. For every size category larger than me, he gets a +4.
Okay.
and now it's his strength or dex, whichever's higher, versus my strength or dex plus
Okay.
4.
All right. So are you going to add the 4 or should I take it away?
I'll add the 4.
Okay.
26.
4.
All right. I get an immediate attack against him at my attack bonus.
Okay.
A lot. 20 something.
Hit.
5 damage.
I think that
Well,
was
that
to
kills him.
balance out all those high rolls there.
Yeah, that kills him. So that attack was with your trident.
Yeah.
So you just stab him in the forehead.
Sweep his feet out from under him, and then
Yeah. Pin him to the ground.
yeah.
Oh, I'm hoping to start getting that where they try to stand up and everyone that's around them just. Okay. That's pretty easy. I like that.
Okay, so the bugbear hits Valster so hard that he flies off of the dog and over the edge.
He's dead.
You didn't roll any skill. You can't pronounce them.
He took a feet.
Yeah. I think we can all
pronounce
pronounce
that
it.
wheel.
Quick pronounce.
What's your AC
Right now it's 14. Or, 14.
and yours?
13.
So you each get hit with an arrow. Casimir for 5 damage and Graham for 1 damage. So after the bugbear hit Falster off his dog and over the edge, the 2 goblins that were helping him attack Falster turned and fired arrows at you 2.
Okay.
Should we head for the bugbear next?
Yeah. Well, I might go for the goblins near him. I'm a big fan of taking out all the little guys first.
All right.
It's my
If we
Final
take out the
Fantasy.
bugbear,
Well, I will roll with
the
you,
rest
perhaps
might flee.
literally.
Rohan.
I'll target the bugbear that just knocked
Okay.
him off the. And how badly is he injured?
It seems really bad. What? Who? The bugbear?
Bugbear, yeah.
Yeah. He's got arrows sticking out of him. He's bleeding everywhere.
All right, I'll take one shot at him.
Okay.
Just take your 2 and just roll it real slow.
11,
That's a miss.
and that's my turn.
Okay. Fenrith.
How far away is that group with the bugbear and the 2 goblins?
They're like 20 feet away.
I'll move up to the... How are they positioned? How are they laid out?
Well, there's the edge, which is where the bugbear's standing, and then flanking him are the 2 goblins, but a little behind because there's got to be space for the dog who's growling at them right now.
Could I get to the bugbear without provoking?
Nope.
Okay. I'll move up to the goblin on the right side
Okay.
and attack. 14,
Miss.
and that's it.
Okay. All right. Monster. Dead. Graham.
Am I still under the effects of that poison?
No, an angel cured you and wiped the incident from your memory completely.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
That'll help out.
Because I totally forgot about it. So
I had it recorded.
I remembered it yesterday, actually. But yeah, you were cured by a divine angelic being.
That's,
Benefits
that
to being a
changes
hero.
things a bit.
No, you didn't
Oh, I
realize
don't
it.
remember it.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna head to that bugbear.
Okay.
Goblins. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'd provoke an attack if you tried to get to the...
Is that like I'd have to move through their space, or can I move around the middle?
Well, you don't have reach, right?
No,
So,
because I can maybe tumble around them successfully, but I will not be able to tumble through them.
So imagine
No.
it more like this: is that there's no room back here.
So that
there's
so
the dog
there's
and the
no
goblins.
space.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's standing on the edge.
All right. Then I'll go to one of the goblins then.
Okay.
And jab at him. 14.
Miss.
That's it.
Casimir.
I'll go up to one of the goblins as well, and I'll -6 for my attack.
Okay.
Nope.
One of them slashes at you, but misses. The bugbear smashes the dog in the head with his morning star. What was your AC?
18 right now.
Okay. So you take another damage
Okay.
from a short sword. Rohan.
All right, I'll take one step forward off the forge. So
Okay.
I'm not on a burning building anymore.
Yeah.
And this time I'll take 2 shots at the bugbear.
Okay.
15
That is a hit.
and much lower
That's a miss.
for 3 points of damage.
Okay. Yet another arrow sticking in this guy, but he's still standing. Fenrith.
Who's going to deal the 1 point?
I'll attack the goblin again.
Okay.
Miss.
Graham.
I will attack again.
Okay.
Never mind. Miss.
Set your dodge.
Yeah. I'll set my dodge.
Casimir.
I'll -2 for my attack, but I'll trip the goblin,
Okay.
or try to. 22.
Hit.
All right, so opposed strength or dex. Damn it. 8.
20.
Damn. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Okay. Bugbear swings at the dog again, but doesn't hit this time.
Poor doggy.
Okay, Casimir. Goblin attacks you.
16.
Okay. Graham. Goblin attacks you.
Is this the goblin you declared your dodge against?
Rohan. So they're just flailing about, but they're not finding any gaps in your defense.
All right, let's take 2 more shots at this big beast.
Okay.
16
That's a hit.
and 14.
Miss.
1 arrow, 1 point of damage.
Yet another arrow. This guy's looking like a pincushion. Fenrith.
If I was to bull rush the goblin, could I push him back into the bugbear?
Well, yeah.
I'm going to try that.
Do you need any distance to bull rush?
It says you can do it as part of a standard
Okay.
attack or as a charge.
Is there an attack opportunity linked to it?
There's going to be a lot.
Okay.
But they have a 25% chance to hit the goblin as well.
What page is that?
154.
Can he choose to step out of the way on bull rushes? I think that's one of those, right? Because
Is it overrun?
maybe it's overrun. Yeah, I think you're right. Because I know one of those Maddox always tried to do, and everyone would get out of his.
Yeah, isn't bull rush like you target them to push them back, and overrun is just
Yeah.
you're trying to push your way through their space?
Well, I swore bull rush was like you're going to do this, and you're going to move them for every X amount of strength you get over theirs,
Yeah,
and anyone in the way can choose to get out of that if you're between
that might have been
the
it.
bull rusher and the victim.
And with Maddox, everyone was a victim.
He certainly felt that way. One of these days, might want to do that idea you had again, like keep it on the back burner or something, and try to do it.
Which one?
The one where essentially it was loop 2
Oh,
of them.
Yeah, the D&D.
Is that what you want to do?
How many attacks would I provoke?
One from him and one from the bugbear. Well, no, not the bugbear. So one from him and one from the dog, if he wanted to take it.
Would you be attempting to push?
Be attempting to push the bugbear off the edge.
Okay, that's
Is
that.
the-
Yeah, I don't think it would have that effect.
Okay.
Because you can move the goblin 5 feet, but the bugbear's in that spot.
Yeah.
Like, I would rule that if you succeeded,
Then you have to.
then
do
the
it against
goblin would
bugbear.
just fall prone in the bugbear space, but not have the...
I'll go ahead and attack again.
Okay.
17.
Hit.
7.
All right, so you slice through his throat.
And then I'll 5 foot up into his area.
Okay.
Just push him off the edge with your foot as you step forward.
Graham.
I'll press my attack.
Would he have flanking now from that other goblin with me being in that spot now?
The goblins are on opposite sides of the bugbear.
They were on opposite, yeah. So no.
Sorry.
Missed.
Casimir.
All right, I'll just attack the goblin.
Okay.
Miss.
Okay.
D20 growing pains.
Yeah.
The bugbear attacks you.
Well,
What's your AC?
16.
I'd like to say this
But he
doesn't
misses.
happen in Shadowrun, but I've rolled a
Is
whole
the
lot
dog
of
still
ones.
alive?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Goblin attacks you, Graham,
Okay. 14 with my dodge.
but he misses. Rohan.
All right. One more time. 2 shots at the bugbear.
What's your backup weapon when you run out of arrows?
Yeah.
I have a dagger.
Okay. And you're just as skilled with it, essentially, right?
Not even close. But I'm hoping that all these dead goblins have some arrows I can scavenge.
That might be a
Rerolls.
reroll.
Right on the edge there.
First one is a 10. Second one's a 15.
That's a miss.
All right. 2 arrows go wide.
Fenrith.
I'll attack the bugbear this time.
I forget what I used in that one where it was it me and Travis were halfling ranger druid combo?
Dead stop
Yeah.
on a 2.
I had some sort of
Graham.
magical
Your move again.
I
quiver,
will attack.
and it was just full of hundreds of arrows, and I'd go through them in combat.
Yeah, I
just one
remember.
combat.
11.
Casimir.
All right, attacking the goblin.
Okay.
25
Miss.
for 9 damage.
Okay. So you stab through him too and impale him on your trident.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like one motion, stab him, and then he just goes off the edge.
Yeah. But the fork, the end of your trident fork gets caught and pulls you off.
I was willing to.
And there's lava.
I knew the risk from the beginning. I give a thumbs up as I sink down into the lava.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Bugbear attacks you, Fenrith. But he misses. Rohan. There's only the bugbear left. Well, besides the goblins that ran away.
Yeah.
But they're probably a long ways away by now.
You can shoot the dog, put it out of its misery. It's looking pretty bad right now.
Dog does make a fine meal, and we're running low on rations.
Not that low.
All right, 2 at the bugbear. 16.
That's a hit.
And... No, 10.
Nice.
For 5.
Okay. One more arrow stuck in this thing. But it's still standing. Fenrith.
I'll attack him again.
Bugbears have a lot of hit points.
19.
I've
Hit.
5 arrows in him now, I think.
8 damage.
All right. So you slice him across his knuckles with your sword.
Does this bugbear happen to be foamy at the mouth?
And he dies. And falls backwards over the edge. Okay. So now all the enemies are dead or have run away. What do? The dog has been injured badly, and you can hear muffled screaming from the floor below, the ramp below.
Is it like an actual cliff, or is it just a ramp he like rolled down or rolled off of?
It's like a ramp comes up, and you guys are on flat ground, and he fell off
Okay.
the edge. So he's down on the ramp now.
How far did he fall?
Just a few feet, but he's got a bugbear on top of him.
No,
Oh,
I'll go down and help him out.
Okay.
Hobbit reference.
Yes.
You want a strength check or anything? Help with the
No.
bugbear? All right.
No, you can manage.
I think that we should find somewhere else at this point.
Well, is the shack now in a
Yeah, it's
complete
completely engulfed.
conflagration?
Yeah,
The
completely.
word
Conflagration.
conflagration.
Conflicker? What'd you say?
Conflagration. Yeah,
It's
that's
got
not
a-
right.
It's not right, but it sounds classier somehow.
I'm gonna stick with that. It's a different type of.
So,
Conflagration.
is that army still moving past that we can see?
It wasn't an army.
Oh, it was just these
yeah,
guys?
It's just the goblins. that
All right,
attacked
so we had,
the
what, 3 runoff? 2 runoff?
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, we should
They-
probably figure out somewhere else to go.
they might know the way up and out.
Either
Maybe
way,
we-
we gotta kill everything that keeps waking us up. I'm getting kind of tired of this.
I said we follow them.
Yeah. And
Well, they might also be stupid and not know the way out. Like, be lost down here because they seem to get lost pretty easy.
Yeah.
let's take a moment to search those bugbears, see if there's any information on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for some of my arrows to retrieve too.
Same
Okay.
with my
Is there a
javelins.
short bow? that I could
All the
recover?
goblins have short bows.
Can I take one of those and some arrows?
Yeah.
How many arrows can I acquire?
Well, each of them had about 20, so you could probably walk away with 100 or so. And you find 37 gold coins and 52 silver coins.
Do we just throw them away?
Yeah, they're useless,
They're metal jewelry.
which we don't really have a concept of other than shells.
I'm a jeweler, though.
We don't really have precious metals.
Oh yeah, what is our feelings on that?
Well, there were mines, and sometimes they would end up with like gold and silver. Mostly it was for metal, but people would use them to make necklaces or little statues or whatever. It's not held in the esteem that we do.
You don't think there's anything intrinsic to gold or silver that would catch our eye
Maybe if we're dwarves.
outside
Well-
of how we socially might think about it?
It is pretty,
Right.
but yeah, that's about it.
Any interesting markings on it?
Well, they have a woman's face, but you don't recognize her.
Any letterings or nothing
No.
else? Just the face?
Yeah.
I'll take one of each of them, but not really interested in the rest.
Okay.
I want to take some. That way I can melt
Okay.
them down and make some neat stuff.
So are they are they all pretty uniform?
Mm-hmm.
Like they all came from the same mentor? Well, I'll just take one of the silver ones, so
Okay.
put it in my pocket.
How many were there total?
I don't remember. There were. Let me look it up.
Just in your inventory, write a handful of miscellaneous coins.
Yeah, do that. Where did it go? I just had it.
About how big are the coins? Do you know?
Big as a coin.
I think it's like an ounce, something like that.
Yeah.
And take
You figure around.
6 of the gold ones and
What
3
was
of
it,
the
like
silver.
10 gold coins is a pound or something?
So that would be a little over an ounce.
Yeah.
Well, that was 50. Maybe
Might
it is
be.
10 though.
Yeah.
It's 50. That'd be like
Way less than an
yeah,
ounce.
it'd be like the size of a dime or a nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you getting mad at that a while back because you're like, that means like each coin's like this.
Just
Yeah.
in your temper.
Yeah.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
You can't help it.
You never know what's going to trigger it either.
Distraction.
The size of a coin.
Oh, I was having such a good
Well,
time.
that's what makes it so dangerous is it's every odd damn thing under the sun.
These coins.
Yeah. Insult my mom and you're fine, but make the weight of a coin wrong and I'm losing my mind.
Just the coins though, like sword weight.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, 7 pounds was standard, right? No. Yeah, it's fantasy.
What weighs 7 pounds? Which sword?
Oh, it's just an example off the. It's just that I've brought it up before and he didn't care, but the coins did set him off. Where it's like that's.
So we're going to track down the goblins.
Yeah. I'm going to take the short bow and 20 arrows.
Okay.
Was there any paper
we went to the
notes,
side
anything
track
like
for
that?
this.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what the hell everyone was doing, we'd already decided on our actual course of action.
Okay. So, has everybody got everything they want from these guys? All right. I'll explain what the plan is to Valster.
Okay. He says, excellent.
All right, Rohan.
All right, let's see if I can track them through the dirt. 21.
Well, there's just too many, because they came charging through there.
Yeah.
So at the mouth of it, you can't differentiate one from another. It's just a big mess.
There's only one way to go.
But there is only, you do know where they went.
Well, once we get up to where they slept, does it branch off anywhere?
Not there.
Okay.
No. Valster says, this is the way I came. I came through here before I found that cabin. And they were chasing me the whole way. But he says that some distance ahead, it'll branch.
Okay. I guess we'll get up to that branch and then see if we can distinguish tracks going one way from another.
All right, go ahead and roll there. So you do come to a branch. One, the path continues, but starts and going upwards, and then off to the left, it starts going down.
At the place they had camped, did they leave anything behind when they came down to attack us, or?
No, nothing that bears mentioning.
Okay. All right. So I'll track and see if I can see whether they're the fleeing one. Nope. Fleeing ones went up or down. I got a 12.
Yeah, you can't tell. There's a lot of footprints.
Let's say too many footprints. I can't tell which way those ones went.
Well, Valster says he came from the down. That's where he came from.
But we probably want to try and get back to the surface, right?
Yeah, try and get back to our supplies.
Okay. All right.
So let's go up.
Yeah. I don't think tracking is going to do much good down here, so.
Plus, if they went down, all they're doing is going deeper in. So you go to normal traveling order.
Mm-hmm.
We still need to find a place to sleep because you and Graham haven't slept at all yet.
Yeah, I don't think that right here is going to be the best spot, though. So if we see anything along the way, then let us know. But
yeah, we're going to need to find some place to rest soon. You guys haven't slept. I think we've only rested for a couple of hours at a time.
Standing around talking isn't going to find us a safe place.
Probably right.
Start heading up.
Yep.
Okay. So it's very gradual. Very gradual. But as you go, almost without realizing it, it's so slowly narrowed that it was hard to even recognize that it was narrowing. But it does narrow to the point of where just only two people could walk abreast through it. But it's all... one thing you're noticing is that the floor had always been smooth. And now the floor continues to be smooth, but the walls are starting to be smoothed as well as you go up. There's no branches, and you walk for at least 2 hours, we'll say. And by that point, there's been no branches off of it.
Okay.
Everybody roll a spot.
You got a better roll with the second one.
I'm keeping that first one.
Okay. Rohan.
29.
Casimir.
10.
Graham.
10.
24.
All right. So anyway, you've got a couple hours and still no branches because you're starting to get pretty tired.
Does the air seem lighter at all?
You don't notice any difference.
We may just have to find someplace level enough that we can stretch out and get some.
All right, well, let's keep pushing for right now.
Yeah, so far the trying to stop and get some rest hasn't been working for us. Start pushing it.
Okay.
That's what I say anyway. Graham?
Yeah, a little while longer.
Okay.
Okay. So you continue on. Then it as you go from smooth floor and sort of smooth walls to very smooth and structured walls. Now they have artwork in them, like craftsmen were working on these. Also, you notice you get to a point where there's no more dust. And then after a couple more hours, you see light up ahead.
Okay.
What kind of light? Like a sunlight, torchlight?
Ultraviolet. Just light. You see light.
Well, let's proceed cautiously.
Are you in lead or you are?
Don't you usually scout for us?
Usually, yeah, but
Yeah.
really
Not in a dark
scouting.
tunnel.
No, in this. Okay. Yeah, I'll take point.
I was previously through the tunnel, or down the tunnel
I
originally.
think that was more a matter of circumstance than anything, though, right?
No, I think you were just putting me in front.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys were like,
no, if it was into the that crawl tunnel,
Yeah.
that was circumstance because you were behind us and it was just first in.
oh, I thought originally I was the first one down the stairs.
Down the stairs,
I think that
possibly.
may have
Because-
just been punishment for the meal you cooked us.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's what.
But yeah, I'll take point to
Okay.
go up into the light.
All right. So you come to a closed gate, like a portcullis, with with a torch on either side of it.
Is there a crank on this side?
No.
So that's the only light was from these torches.
Yeah. But they're not regular torches because you don't see any smoke coming out of them.
How wide is the space between? Is it bars?
10 feet. Oh, yeah.
Bars.
Portcullis.
How wide is it in between the bars? Could one of us fit through like a halfling?
No, not even close.
Is it just like a barred portcullis, or is there like a wooden gate on the other side, or something that?
It's
makes
just
it-
iron.
Okay, so we can see through it.
Yeah.
See what's on the other side.
Yeah.
There's no gap at the top or anything. It's totally
No. There is a keyhole.
try to pick it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Yeah.
don't really know what I'm doing.
Hey, didn't you pick the big stone chest that brought us
No,
down
it was
here?
unlocked.
Oh,
We almost lost our fingers getting
trying to
it.
open it. Yeah.
All of us. Regular thieves' tools don't provide any bonus. Any of you former rogues, remember?
I think it just allows you to
Allows you
make
to do it. Okay. All right. Open lock. 18.
Okay. Yeah, so you're digging around in there, and then you hear a loud click.
Oh yeah, traps.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have found it anyway.
So do a reflex save.
Okay.
You're gonna say the glow from your computer screen as you're laughing maniacally. Great effect.
14. I do have
trap.
evasion if that comes into play with this particular trap.
Yeah, the floor falls out from underneath you.
Oh, I don't know if it does. What do
And
I do?
You fall onto some spikes.
I said that. You
What?
said it like nothing.
I don't know if you're serious or not. Like, did
You
you?
fall into some spikes.
Yeah, you fall onto some spikes.
All right. Never got healing.
I don't have any
all right.
any more to give.
3 damage.
I
They
bet
weren't
there you
large spikes.
I have 2 hit points left. I'm not doing bad though. All things
So it's
considered.
like 10 feet.
Right.
Oh, but the gate lifts up.
Got it.
Are these torches? Are they just like held in place by like a normal torch? Was it
Sconce, yeah.
Yeah. So we can take these torches.
Oh, I see what you're asking. No, they're built in. It's like
Okay.
the whole thing is one piece.
I'll help.
Let's help Graham out of the hole.
Yeah. We got some rope, I guess.
Do a heal check to just bandage his wounds for now.
Okay.
These areas are slightly furnished, or at least decorated now. You were saying?
Right. That's what you're seeing. Like the walls have been worked to have like designs in them.
So is there any area that we could essentially hide behind?
Well, right now it's still just a single
Oh, okay.
hallway. So
We could lower ourselves down into the pit carefully and sleep in there.
yeah.
Got a 25.
Okay.
How big is the pit?
It's like 10 by 10.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little big. 5 feet. It's a 5-foot section, but it's like 10 feet deep. And on the other side of this gate, this grate, you can see a staircase.
Going up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to have to jump this pit to get to the other side?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's 5 feet. I'm not going to make you roll for it. Well,
There's a chance of failure.
that's true. Roll a jump.
I suggest you guys take the running jump. I believe you need 20 feet.
Okay. What does that give you? Plus?
It just makes it where your DC is equal to the number of feet you're jumping, as opposed to double.
Okay. Yeah, I'll back up 20 feet. And
Okay. Roll your
Running
run
jump.
skill.
That run gives you a bonus to the...
8.
You make it.
You made it. Barely.
Don't want to fall on this thing again. 9.
Okay. Rohan, can you make it? Oh, the DC is way higher for you. I think I forgot.
Wall modifier.
I got a 5.
Oh, that's what you needed.
28.
Yeah, that'll do.
Channel
Watch
magic.
this.
But you
Peasants.
actually jumped too high and you hit your head.
I completely,
Yeah,
deglove
Yeah. Scalp
my
yourself.
entire upper torso.
Yeah.
Once it just starts going, it just keeps going.
And falls into the pit.
Okay.
There's spikes on the bottom of that portcullis that he
Quick,
hits.
Finrith,
So.
put it back on me. Finrith.
If there was any negative or move penalties because of the spikes for him, the heal check that I did would negate those.
There were none.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you.
you can move at normal speed still, like you could before.
But that's only thanks to Finrith.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole reason why I'm here.
Okay. So you make it over the tiny hole.
Does the dog?
Yeah. The dog has no problem at all. It laughs at you.
Yeah.
Can't believe I wasted a 20 on that.
That's how it always works.
Yeah. Does the halfling make it? Was that what that was?
No, he made it. On the dog.
All right. Is there still light up ahead, or was that the only light?
That was the light.
Okay. We'll continue on.
Okay. So stairs. So these are stone stairs, like, made of very stone. It's not like they built it later. It's like chiseled out of the stone. And they go up for a couple 100 feet before they reach a landing. And this is a room with a bunch of old crates and boxes and barrels covered in dust against the walls. And then a single heavy wooden door.
Should we sleep here?
We want to see what's on the other side of the door first?
Nope.
Or at least push something against the door?
All of it.
Was there a keyhole on the other side of that portcullis?
You don't know because it opened up into the ceiling.
I wonder if there's any way we could get that down to cover our back end.
Are you going to go take a look?
Yeah.
I'll go with you. Watch the door.
Yeah, we'll watch the door.
Okay.
You want to
I
start
guess we can
barricading it a bit?
Yeah, we can barricade it while they're going back down there.
So Casimir and I will go back to this gate and see if we can close it.
Okay. Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay.
There's a lever.
That we missed.
Yeah.
Are these torches, can they be removed?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Already tried it.
Oh, man, I missed it.
You were in the
Well,
pit.
no. Asking the game master a second or even a third time might yield a different result. So we're going to have John ask before we...
It especially works on me. Okay.
Fine, you can take a torch.
why, why are you always asking me questions?
Yeah, it does get annoying. Anyway, yeah, so you can close that
Okay.
problem.
Does this door open in towards us or out?
You don't know because it's closed.
Are there hinges?
No,
I
there
might
are,
be able
but you
to-
can't see them.
Maybe it's like a.
So
I'm
it
just
would
kidding.
open
It would
in
open.
towards
It would
us.
open in.
Okay. So yeah, let's barricade it. I was gonna say if it opens the other direction, there's no point in barricading it, and we just look dumb.
We could
Well, unless we could block the whole entrance.
try wedging my trident.
Into the stone.
Yeah.
I think we should have enough in here to barricade it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
depending on what you want to barricade it against. A
Some
goblin, sure.
opening.
A dragon, no.
Well, those are just myths. Exactly.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Everything I said, those are just myths.
Oh,
But everything
I
of
got
myth
you.
has been coming true lately.
yeah, you can barricade it. Is that what you want to do?
At least so that we can get
Yeah.
sleep.
Okay.
Rest.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Who all is injured?
I think everyone's injured.
Yeah.
The halfling and the
2 of
dog are
14.
injured.
Although I really don't need any healing though.
I don't have any healing to give, but if I was gonna see if that heal skill would help you regain any additional hit points by sleeping.
We might
That's
be.
only a full day's rest. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just the long-term care option, so never mind. All right, well, do we start our watch over, I guess?
You guys get some sleep. Me and Rohan will take first watch.
Yeah. I mean, Kazmar will keep an eye on things. Now that it's boring.
1
So-
hit point per level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll high-five Graham as
Don't mark
we're
it down yet. We don't know.
going
if-
to bed. Yeah, we don't know if we
Well,
actually
if
get that
things
or not.
change and I mark it down now.
Then
He still
a
has it.
magical angel comes along, and
I do have an angel
I'm gonna
looking out.
prepare set 2 now instead of 4.
Oh, okay.
You've been preparing a lot of sets over there, Fenrith.
Okay. So who's watch first?
Kazmir and Rohan.
Okay. Let's get a listen. Rohan, listen.
13.
Nice.
Casimir.
17.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
Good.
Your watch passes uneventfully.
Things can only ever happen on Graham's watch.
Are they taking one?
Eventually.
Okay. Well, your watch ends without any.
Yeah, I think for the most part, like after they meditate, like Fenrith wouldn't be able to engage in conversation while preparing his spells, but it would still kind of count as light activity,
Yeah.
or not light activity, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that meditate because now I'm realizing I didn't communicate it. I thought I didn't communicate it well enough, but I might not actually have communicated it at all.
I thought we still slept.
The way I was gonna handle that.
yeah, I thought we didn't have all of our elvish stuff
You
at
didn't.
the beginning.
Right, and you were supposed to get that, but the way I intended it was that you if you're injured, you actually go to sleep. But if you're not injured, then you just do your elf trance thing. And does that sound familiar to anybody?
No.
Okay, well, you guys weren't listening when I said it then, so you guys need to listen better.
Sorry, I'll pay better attention next time.
Footage of everything you said.
I probably said it while I was like in the shower or something. You know, it'd be a good idea. Okay, Graham and Fenrith's watch. Roll a listen.
So is that how we're doing it? Because we're injured, we sleep?
Yeah,
Okay.
for now. What was your
24.
listen? Huh?
24.
What about you, Graham?
17.
Fenrith's listen was a lot better than yours. Okay. You hear at one point something like a creak. Not the water, but a creaking sound. Like the door hinge or floorboards, but it lasts for like 5 straight seconds and it's really loud. And then it goes away.
Which direction?
You
did
only
that
hear
come
it
from?
one time from the other side of the door.
Okay. Make note of that for later. Keep my eye on the door.
Okay. But other than that, your watch passes uneventfully.
All right.
Spell slots back.
Do we
Yeah.
Yay. I'm preparing shield and mage armor.
Okay.
So who's still hurt?
5 out of 14.
Was it we gained 1 per level?
Yeah.
So I'm at 20 of 23.
And 20 and 22.
All right, I'll heal. Starting with Graham.
Might want to go Graham than the dog.
Yeah, then probably the halfling, depending.
And that's your spells for the day?
Just about.
Yeah.
5, Graham.
Thank you.
Where are you at now?
10 of 14.
Add one more on there. Use little 0. Then, how bad is that dog?
He's missing 12 hit points.
Okay, so I'll do 1 for him. 5.
Okay.
And then what about the halfling?
He is at 10 of 20.
Okay. 10 hit points.
Oh, okay. He says, I feel great. What do you do?
I will let them know that
Be
I
very
heard a
careful.
creak.
Oh, okay.
Not water, but like a hinge
Yeah.
on the other side of the door last night. It went on for some time, but that's all I heard.
Do we have rations for today?
We do, but we need to get some more because this will be it.
Do we want to do half rations today? Since we don't know if...
Well, there's something on the other side of that door. And maybe they have food. We can, yeah.
What is that? We become fatigued by the end of the day or
Yeah.
during the day? Or
Well, if we're going to eat anything for to start the day, then we'd want to... If we were going to do half rations, we'd want to do half of that now.
yeah, but I'm saying at some point we're going to become fatigued or whatnot from only eating the half ration. I'm asking if it happens today or tomorrow.
I don't know.
I think it's fatigued when we only eat half. And we don't get all of our water and food.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys are fatigued now. Yeah.
Well,
Don't talk about paralysis, guys.
we do still have rations. We were just going
You guys haven't been eating them? Is that
No,
what
we
you're
were
trying to
going
say?
to do half rations today, and we were wondering when
Oh,
the fatigue would
Yeah.
kick in.
okay.
Yeah,
Now
because
we don't have to worry about that anymore.
yeah, you need a full day's meal
Yeah.
to save that stuff off.
Yeah. Not today.
Okay.
But out of nowhere, we're all dragon sphered.
Right.
What's that look about, man?
Okay. And what do you do?
Let's unbarricade the door and then
Go
check it
on
out.
in.
Yeah.
Send Graham to
Let
take
me
through.
check it this time.
Okay. Roll.
It's a search. 16, 17? No.
You see no traps.
I'm going to get 5 feet away from Graham.
Alright, I'll test the doorknob, door handle, latch.
It's locked.
It's locked. And then I'll attempt to unlock it.
Take another 5 feet back from Graham.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and move about 15. I don't like the
Open lock. 17. 18.
Oh, okay.
19.
Sorry, my trap.
You have success.
Okay, and then I'll slowly push it open. I'll
Uh,
stand off to the side.
it doesn't push open.
It opens inward.
Opens inward.
Evidently, I didn't unlock this. I'll try to unlock it again.
No, Graham.
It opens inward, not outward.
Life is hopeless. Go back. Alright. Okay. I'll open it.
Okay.
Wait.
You peek out and you see a like a sort of a dining room, and light streams in. It's a cabin that has great big windows all along the front of it that looks out on the forest.
Oh, okay. What do I smell?
The forest. Spray of water and rain and pine trees.
All right.
I mean, you can see a thick coating of dust over the cabin. It's got like a table and some chairs and a fireplace, bookshelves, but it's all got thick dust laying over the top of it.
Okay, I'll swing the door open and tell everybody else that it looks all clear and take a few tentative steps.
Arrows to the chest.
Dining room, right?
Yeah, you're out. You step into this cabin. It looks like no one's been in it for a long time. You don't see any footprints in the dust.
That's some Terry Brooks death scene for you, Graham.
Right.
We're out.
For Graham, being back out in the open, he won't be able to contain himself, and he'll throw any caution to the wind and run out towards the forest.
Okay. Yeah, so outside is there's about 30 feet away from the front steps is a creek.
A water creek, not a shore creek.
A water creek. And then you hear that sound a lot now because it's a windy day, and so the trees are swaying back and forth. But,
Splash in the water happily.
yeah, there's trout.
Is
Catch one with my hands.
You can't.
Bite its head
is
off.
there a kitchen in here?
Yeah,
Is there anything in it?
it was a well furnished cabin. No, nothing. Well, I mean, there's like cooking implements and stuff, but there's no perishables remaining.
Maybe we should take a day here, try and gather some food.
Yeah.
I'm against that. Gather food on the way when you get back to the mules, or the mule, and
That was
continue
one
on.
of the things I was going to ask is, does this look anywhere at all like, or anything at all like where we went into the cave?
Well, yeah, it looks exactly like it.
So we haven't been like teleported to another realm or
Right.
anything like that?
Not
It's
not
still
that
the
you
same
can
forest?
tell. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything in this dimension's evil, though.
Well, yeah.
Graham,
Including us.
can you relock that door?
Yeah.
Can you maybe trap it, dig a pit, put some spikes down there,
I don't think I can trap it.
hinge the floor? No? Okay.
Also,
Not
while
any
we're
better
at
than
it,
anybody else.
can you carve one of those coins into a key so we can unlock the door?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a good idea too.
Somebody probably could, but not me. No, I mean, I'm not a.
Are there any
Key
kind of
maker.
landmarks or anything that I might be able to gain bearing from as far as where we are now versus where we entered originally? I know that there was like it wasn't like a landslide or anything like that, but there was a bunch of loose rocks that we had to cross to get to the cave. And
No, just from taking a quick look, you don't see, except for the creek itself,
okay,
you don't see anything. It's a pretty thick forest, and maybe at one point the trees weren't so close, but they are now. There's no telling how long that this cabin's been here. So you can't see anything except for trees in the creek.
okay.
Rohan, I'll be hollering at you about the fish in the creek.
All right, yeah, I'll have to go help him catch fish.
Okay, break.
This has been a Death Watch production. Thank you for listening.